Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the winningest team in North America.
And a very good morning from Archie Macpherson. This morning, Eurosport extends its increasing football coverage by crossing the Atlantic to Florida. And the cosmopolitan city of Miami, with its huge Latin population, is about to feast itself on Brazil and Mexico, both of whose natures is attacking, attractive football. There's the Mexican side trotting out to a huge support. The Brazilians always carry a big support anyway, but the Mexicans have come in droves as well. And going very strongly, and it looks to me as if nothing can stop them from getting to France. And this game in the Orange Bowl in Miami, and I'm told our pitchers assisting me tonight in this game, Alan, under any circumstances, watching two players like Ronaldo and Romario together is always an exciting prospect.
Oh, without a doubt, I'm really looking forward to it. It's always lovely to watch Brazil, and especially tonight. You know, you can say it's a friendly, but looking at the pictures here, full house, the pitch looks absolutely perfect. It's going to be a humid atmosphere, and I'm sure as the pressure's off this evening, we're going to see a few tricks from the likes of Ronaldo, Romario. There'll be great passing, great movement, hopefully some long-range shooting. But the Mexicans here, they'll be, you know, of course they're the underdogs tonight.
Historic thing, but a psychological one as well, is the last time that Brazil lost a game since the World Cup was in the Gold Cup in '96, where they lost by 2 goals to 0. There are the teams, by the way, Alan, and it's a strong-looking side.
That's when they played England at Wembley, and the Mexican side there's a couple of decent players in there. Hernandez, Garcia is a good player. They like to pass the ball, but I just feel the Brazilians tonight.
By Mexico, which is rather surprising, 2-0 in the Gold Cup. It's not in the Brazilian historical statistics. They won't allow that to go in. They say it was an Olympic side they beat. Years of age, and off we go into the first half, and it's all about Mario Zagallo trying to get a blend and a spirit and cooperation from his players for the World Cup, because we do know he didn't fancy Romario all that much, but they're starting very quickly.
They'd win everything, but there's no, you know, you can't get away from the flair and the excitement they give us.
That's a mistake there all the same by Mauro Silva, and it's just over Tafarel. Of the season in UK football, this looks like a paradise.
I say it's absolutely beautiful.
Now here's there's no offside in this, and it's just in, yes. Wonderful break forward there by Leonardo, the player we were talking about, in 4.5 minutes. To be absolutely precise, he took that one through the middle. As I've said about him, he's a noted goal scorer from midfield in French football, and absolutely delighted as Brazil go 1-up.
Yeah, it's a lovely deep run, beautiful ball. Leonardo getting in between the two Mexican defenders, and the finish just tucks it away lovely with the left foot. And this is the start we wanted. Now we're really going to see the Brazilian side. Exquisite ball, left foot finish, goalkeeper tries to narrow the angle, and Leonardo with another beautiful forward run, he puts the Brazilians 1-up.
Great ball by Jalmina. Now Jalmina's a new player, a veteran of the side, 36 years of age. And it goes, and just got away, and it was up. That's played beautifully now, Romario. How dangerous he is when he locks him out here. He's wiggled free, and he gets a penalty, I think. It can only be that. There's no need to complain. He even smiled, I think, a moment, and the referee almost treating it jocularly, but that's a penalty.
Well, we see him give a penalty away against England at Wembley. The same player, Romario, jinked his way into the box. I felt maybe he made a bit of a meal of it, but the referee is having none of it. He was right on the spot. He's pointed to the spot, and Mexico can protest all they like, but this little fella here, I think he'll bang it straight in the back of the net.
Well, Romario has scored 32 goals for Brazil in his career, and he's fought very hard to get back into the side because Mario Zagallo doesn't want him as a personality, but you cannot keep talent back, can't subdue it. And there he was, that wonderful scintillating burst, and here he is. He's against Adolfo Rios in goal for Mexico. Taking his time about it, and sweeps it in, and that was almost a neat piece of geometry, wasn't it?
That's quite incredible. This Brazilian side absolutely brimming with confidence. You know, that was almost a practice match penalty. One step back, looks at the goalkeeper and tucks it away to Rios' right-hand side. Superb, full of confidence. Here he jiggles his way in the box. The contact's here, and I think the Mexicans are very unlucky. I think
from that
Mario definitely made a meal of that, and I think now Mexico are really going to have to raise their game, or they're in for an absolute hiding. Look at all happy.
Leonardo. Romario coming back down this left-hand side. Look at the way he's forced.
Beautiful silky touches, skills, and great awareness.
Leonardo getting it right through. Romario's getting in there, and that's just beyond Ronaldo. Dragging the player with him. Maybe not quite yet, Alan, having that deftness that Romario has, but a much more powerful looking player. When I watched them playing in the Copa America against Argentina, they were the better footballing side, but the Argentinians just wore them down. Now, move to the outside by Cafu there. Cafu really at his attacking best. Oh, what a magnificent strike. Oh, dear, Romario.
Wow, what can you say about this man?
Quite astounding. I mean, he didn't blink at all. He just let fly at that. And it hit the back of the net, with the goalkeeper barely moving. So 18 minutes gone, and we've seen one of the most spectacular goals of this season.
This is a great finish. No thoughts about passing, bringing it down. This just comes to the right foot and bang. A Brazilian special, a Romario special. Finds the back of the net, but what a strike this is. From fully 18 yards, top corner, Rios, no chance whatsoever. Great strike. In fact, it was Romario who started the move. Over comes the ball, they semi-clear it, but he's taking the position up 18 yards out, and when the ball comes to him, goodness me, don't blink, because you'll miss it. Bang, what a goal.
You scored one or two like that yourself, Al. Maybe not just as many as Romario, but...
not with my right foot I haven't, maybe my left.
You're seeing something very special indeed. Not just a good basic display in midfield, but a team hungry to be spectacular. Ronaldo, and he almost makes it no. Goalkeeper just getting to that. And it is interesting that given some of the criticism that they've had, and there, by the way, to the right was Bora Milutinovic, who must be wondering whether to throw in the white towel at this stage or not. There it's back again, Romario. Forward there, trying to get past as Ramirez. Getting the free kick out of that. Leonardo can hardly believe it. And the play goes on here. Zagri might put it away. And a good save by Taffarel. 3 goals against Peru in the Copa America. Almost picking up one there. Oh, there's a touch of arrogance about it now, and that was almost to Romario. And at the back was Ronaldo. And a little hopscotch there by Cafu on the right-hand side.
Yeah, super skills. But again, Ronaldo's looking a little...
Games that they play. But this is the best performance so far. That's in, no. Wrong side of the post. A good effort there. Garcia Aspe picked it up, slipped it inside. And forward came Luis Hernandez. Tried to rattle that in. There was a deflection. There's a corner. And that's off the post. Driven in by that left foot of Garcia Aspe. Picked up, slipped away to the side as they do, and here is Ronaldo coming in now. Will he get another penalty? What's the referee giving?
Certainly contact, but what a great strike this was. Taffarel, no chance. Just comes about 20 yards, left foot, bang. Heading for the top corner, and that was a let-off for Brazil.
Yes, he's very much a left-sided player. But Cafu on the far side there. His natural tendency to come in here now, Ronaldo. Audacious play by Ronaldo, but I think just putting it on a little bit too much. It can be so dangerous. Ronaldo does get it through, little back stab there, and well, they're whistling for some activity. The crowd, they've had plenty spectacle thus far, and as you said, neat build-ups. And that man remaining quite impassive, Mario Zagallo, one of the most famous of all laser beams, which I think is commensurate with the performance of Brazil in that first half. We saw something of footballing fireworks from them, incandescent brilliance, especially from Romario, something very, very special indeed. His strike, I think, will be etched in my memory for a long time, and I've seen many, many a goal, and spectacular goal. So let's just show you. We're taking away from something very spectacular, I admit that. But here is a visual delight as well, which matches anything we see here. Successfully taking them right through to the world and going to the United States. Coach there now back with Mexico again, although he has his critics. There's no doubt about that. Harder by having more players in midfield like that. They're finding it very difficult to make any forward movement into the Brazil half.
I think in terms of possession, they're having a lot in the second half, but
at least they're keeping possession. Well, they did. Now look at the two front runners here. It could have gone to either of them. Now can he put it away for his hat-trick? And he was too casual about that. I think he wanted to put a little kiss on the ball first. Brazil just picking up after they send the ball forward to the edge of the penalty area now. That's beautifully cut inside. There surely must be it. No. The goalkeeper, Adolfo Rios, the man who's playing in place of
getting the vital touch.
That's a wee bit too much. Oh, the goalkeeper, I mean, you could see it committed himself.
I'm just wondering if it was a cross or was it an attempt on goal. It curls at the last moment, and that's just touched onto the...
He's fighting very hard for it. He desperately wants a goal here. Oh, that's a lovely little ball. That's the hat-trick.
Well, we've said how quiet he's been tonight, Ronaldo, but what a beautiful pass that was inside the defender. Romario absolutely delighted. His hat-trick. Well, there's one for his coach. I can still do it at this level. 3 goals. But what a gorgeous ball from Ronaldo. And he showed great strength to get that ball back.
Well, he has in fact been very unselfish tonight, and here's an example of it.
Well, this is quality, absolute quality. Doesn't look to be anything on. Oh, that is inch perfect, and a good finish for the hat-trick.
Well, I think we've seen at least 2 goals tonight that have been right out of the textbook. One in terms of spectacular scoring, and the other in terms of passing and finishing.
Well, poor Rios, he's really been on the end of quality finishing. And no doubt about it, Romario, there you can see the delight in his face there. It's always lovely to take a hat-trick, but at this level, superb.
Well, you know, players in the past have decided to, I could put it in rougher parlance, but show the coach something, and he's done it tonight. Well, Romario. Romario goes off, and on comes Edmundo. He's got his hat-trick. He's proved his point.
Comfortable player on the ball, but a good physical size.
There's Ronaldo now. Could he put it away? Tries it! And again he's off.
But when they come to France next summer, it'll be a different kettle of fish.
Yeah, I just think there'll be more defensive. There's little doubt about that, Leonardo. Well, that's a shot by Roberto Carlos. I think the crowd would love a real climax to this game with a spectacular goal again. Maybe it's asking too much. No, it is. The final whistle is gone. And I think this game will be long remembered, friendly though it is, for that amazing first 30 minutes. A little glimpse there of the man who didn't score a goal tonight, but who certainly helped his more experienced partner, Romario, gain his hat-trick with one of the most spectacular goals we've seen all season. Romario putting almost a copyright on that. Just look at the way he drove this into the back of the net. And then the ball swept over to him by Ronaldo, and slipping it under the goalkeeper might have been just a little bit unfortunate. But the play leading up to it, and especially in the first 30 minutes, was a joy to be behold. There, the celebration very spectacularly within the stadium with the final score of 4-0.